Hello, welcome to another Target Clear video. We're looking at the AQA skeleton code for this year in C#. Okay, we're looking at the ZigZag tasks and we're on task 6. Okay, so this is a question that extends the skeleton code by allowing the user to move the target list back to the right, but at a cost to the score. The new functionality should be introduced which offers the opportunity to move the targets back to the right instead of entering an expression. If they select this option, the target should be moved along to the right by 1 index and the score should be reduced by 2. The list should be maintained, should maintain its standard length, that is 20. So if you push it back, you can't leave. You've got to chop one off the end. At the start of the list should be repopulated with -1, which of course is a space. Okay, so this is what we need to do. Modify the play game method to give the user the option to enter an expression or to enter move the targets list. Create a new method called move targets back, which operates as described. So I'm going to show you what I've done actually again. I've already worked on this. So okay, so this is the bit that obviously this is the play game method, and I've put this little change in here. So I have taken the user input there, which would be an expression, and if it is populated with move, I've converted it to upper, by the way. You don't need to put that in because I think I'm right in saying that the question says that let's have a look. Yeah, move in capital letters. So there's no stipulation that you have to do the upper. You could just make it equal to move, but it's obviously a bit neater if you do. And then I've done exactly what they've said, which is to move the targets back. Okay, I've created a new method called move targets back. So I've called that there. Now we need to pass over the targets, obviously, which is the list of targets. Okay, we're passing that over because we need to shuffle them along, and also we need to update the score. So we need to pass the score over by ref, because it's a local variable within here. Okay, so and then I've taken the easy option really and entered continue, which basically doesn't execute any more of the loop and just takes you straight back to the beginning of the loop to move on. Okay, so it doesn't basically do any of this other stuff that's down here. Okay, so that's that bit. I'm just going to go and find the move targets back, which I've entered in. So yeah, I've basically used the insert option on the targets at position 0. I'm going to insert -1, and then because it's been very clear in the marking scheme that that the list should maintain its standard length, we have to remove the item that's at position 20. Okay, and we deduct the score by 2, and that is it. And that is it. I'm just going to show you the marking scheme because there's something I want to show you on there. If I can bring it up. That's not it. Okay, so this is the marking scheme. They have used a different method. They basically just, whoever's written the marking scheme, their example here is that they have just basically done the update targets in reverse. Instead of putting +1 there, they've done -1 and done this little bit here. But I've just basically used the functionality of the lists, and you'll see that the marking scheme says here that prompting the user to enter an expression or to move the targets list is worth 1 mark. And then actually it has suggested that it gives a mark for iterating through the targets list, moving each item to the right. It didn't specify, also except updating just the head and the tail of the list, so I'll get a mark for that, and then correctly updating the score, and I think it's going to do that. I'll try it in a minute. But the reason I say this is there's 1 mark there just for updating the if I go back to play game. So I haven't done that. So, or enter, let's go into lowercase, or enter move to push back cost 2 points. Okay, so I'd get a mark just for doing that, just that 1 bit. So it's always worth having a go at the question, because usually just doing the prompt is enough to get you a point. So you don't have to worry if you feel like you couldn't do, this, and hopefully you can, especially if you do a bit of practicing before the exam. And find your way around this code. The very least, just putting in a prompt gets you a point. So it's worth always having a go at the question and doing what you can, because it's surprising what they'll give you a mark for. Okay, so let's run that. I'm going to go for the training game, so enter Y. Okay, and I'm going to push it back. So let's enter move, and you can see it's added an extra space there, and it's lopped off the 119 at the end, so you can see that it works. And that's it. Okay, that's the end of this video. Maybe see you for some more soon. Okay, bye for now.